How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be reviewing The Flash Season 2, Episode 19, Back to Normal. Spoilers for episode. If you've not seen it, go watch this episode, then come back here. This episode opens up and he lost his powers after last episode. And nice little, I like the little montage at the beginning. It didn't make Barry like too depressed, like sure, but it made it in a kind of a jokey, fun way. Where he's got to sit in line for coffee, he's got to take the bus, and just stuff that he thought was just super convenient as he's normal now. And him dealing with that was a very fun way, and I'm glad they didn't go overboard in too much of depressing Barry. They kind of lightened it up, like I said, especially with the beginning portion. But overall, this episode, it was an okay episode. It was fine. It definitely did a couple things to move the story forward. Yet I feel like it was kind of stretched out. I feel like they could have done it in different ways in different episodes. The main thing in this episode, though, was Harrison Wells and his daughter's relationship. So basically, Harrison Wells tracks down his daughter Jessie, and they have some exchange in her apartment. And when I first had this exchange, I'm like, she's a little bit overreacting. Like, she's blaming him for everything. I understand blaming for some of the stuff, but she's blaming him for everything that's happened. That's just a very far-fetched statement that, like, everything is his fault. Sure, I guess you could trace it back to the particle accelerator, which in turn causes everything to happen. But again, it's like blaming someone for some stupid thing that happens. It felt very far-fetched, but at the same time, I like once that whole gets resolved and they come back together, I love the conversation they have together, where he says that, like, I'm going to be the best dad for you. It's a great performance by Tom Cavanaugh. He's great as always. And just the performance between those two actors going back and forth saying that, like, hey, I'm not going to run away. I just need you to be the best dad you can be, kind of thing. And they come to that kind of agreement where he's not necessarily going to kill people. Who knows? I think that relationship's probably going to push the test even more in the next coming episodes, just because of how this played out. I mean, they could go really dark. Maybe I'm just in Game of Thrones mode where, like, they kill off Jesse quick or something like that, and then it just, like, Harrison Wells goes crazy. Who knows what will happen in the next coming episodes. But I did like that relationship in this episode. And we also get a villain who basically ages as he uses more strength and stuff like that. So I liked the villain. I thought there was, like, a lot of cool potential with him. I just thought, like, I wasn't as invested in him, though. Especially that part of the storyline with Barry trying to deal with this and figure that out. I like him using his CSI type work to kind of track him down, and that whole aspect of it, him and Iris teaming up a little bit. But again, that part wasn't the most interesting part of the episode. The most interesting stuff for me was everything happening on Earth 2 with Caitlin and Killer Frost. I thought that was super exciting and engaging and interesting. So Caitlin basically says, like, I'm not going to talk to you unless you're yourself, Hunter Zolomon, and they have that exchange where he lets her free to walk around, but Killer Frost ends up manipulating her to break her out of the cage that she's in, and I want to know who the guy in the mask is. I'm like, oh, maybe since Caitlin's there, they're going to make it like Ronnie Earth 2? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea who this person is. Anyway, so she breaks out. She tries to kill Caitlin. There's some good weird lines or whatever. It's like, oh, you know my body and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird a little bit, but they have some great exchange. I'm sad to see Killer Frost die, though, because she's such an interesting character. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe Caitlin becomes Killer Frost in one way or another, but it won't be the same villainous Killer Frost, I think, that we have here. Who knows? Because I'll get to the end of the episode, which could create more chaos in the final episodes of the season. But you can see Hunter Zolomon kind of dealing with this whole thing with whenever she starts, like, talking to her, and he starts getting flashbacks to his childhood and his parents, and so, like I said, that was the most interesting stuff to me, and kind of pushed the story forward a little bit more in that aspect. One of the things I didn't really quite buy into is the Wally West stuff, just because he seemed like, hey Dad, can I talk to the Flash? I need to talk to him. No, not right now, okay, I'm busy and stuff, and it's not the right time. And then he comes in again, Dad, please, and say, okay, fine. It just felt very hokey, and it's like, okay, fine, you begged for it, so you can talk to the Flash. It just felt rushed, and it didn't give me a good enough reason for it to happen. I mean, sure, I get that he wants to thank him, but at the same time, I don't know. I haven't been the biggest Wally West fan from the beginning, so maybe that goes into it and plays a part in it. But, I mean, he's grown on me in the past couple episodes. Just this one didn't work for me. But at the very end of the episode, we get that Harrison Wells is going to help Barry get his speed back by creating another particle accelerator. What does this mean? It could mean a lot of things. It could mean more metahumans. It could mean some Caitlyn could be a metahuman. We don't know. This opens the door. I don't know how they're gonna keep it contained. Who knows? But overall, the episode was okay. It was fine. It wasn't like amazing. It wasn't bad. Just it was fine. I'm looking forward though to the end of the season. I know that we only got this is episode 19, so we got like 3 or 4 more to go. So I'm hoping those just deliver, and I think they will. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts on the episode in the comment section below. Again, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos each and every week. That is it, and I will talk to y'all later.